Jasmine Tan built her brand on the foundations of confidence, self-love, and what she affectionately calls being a girl's girl.
Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Baby girlies, only watch this video if you want that it girl clean.
With a fierce persona and a relatable, energetic delivery, she quickly amassed an impressive following. Starting with a modest following, she leveraged platforms like Instagram and YouTube to promote her ideas on empowerment and self-worth. Her infectious personality and relatable content won the hearts of millions of young women, positioning her as an ultimate online big sister.
Baby girl, I am the final boss at glowing up because look at what I looked like before. And this is what I look like now. So welcome to my ultimate glow up guide. Because legit girl, I glow up in every single aspect you can think of. My skin, my hair, my body, my face, everything. So today I will be telling you my biggest tip from each category. Let's start with my skin.
Her journey to prominence can be traced back to her earnest attempts to teach young women how to navigate the labyrinth of modern life with confidence.
Baby girl, guess what? I was looking through some old pictures, right? And I found old pictures of men that I used to date. And wow, did I make some questionable choices. And then I realized people look so different once you don't care about them anymore. You begin to notice just how ordinary they are, how it was your love that made them special.
She delivered advice on everything from relationships to self-care, addressing issues that resonated deeply with her demographic. But as with many influencers who ride the wave of internet fame, Jasmine's ascent to popularity belied a darker underbelly that began to surface over time. As her platform grew, her subscriber count swelling to over 2.2 million and her viral videos reaching an astonishing 64 million views, so did the contradictions in her messaging.
Baby girl, can you stop applying your lip tints like this, please? Be freaking honest. I know some of y'all just apply it randomly, tap, 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 and think you're done for the day. It's gonna look patchy and weird with stains only in the middle like that. Especially if your lips are dry, it's gonna crack girly, and it's not hot girl behavior.
What started as an empowering mission soon devolved into criticism of others. Most notably, she began firing shots at men and, on occasion, at young children.
Oh my god, bro, I have never wanted to bitch slap a kid so much in my whole entire life.
It prompted many to ask, where do we draw the line between empowerment and disparagement? Today we dissect the rise and fall of Jasmine Tan from her initial burst of fame through her controversial statements, ultimately leading to a reckoning that saw her lose the trust of her audience. Jasmine's early content focused on uplifting and empowering women, utilizing a mix of humor, strong opinions, and relatable anecdotes. Her videos were fast-paced and engaging, filled with catchy phrases like "baby girl" and "you deserve this."
So baby girl, if you're like me, you felt stuck or you're feeling like you're kind of lost in life right now, do something differently, change things up. Make a power move, rebrand yourself. Make a major style change, dye your hair, make a new fitness goal, do more things solo, visit new places, or start new hobbies.
In these videos, Jasmine encouraged women to embrace their true selves, love their bodies, express their individuality, and evade societal pressures. In one of her early videos, she made her love for being single abundantly clear. Jasmine claimed being single allowed her the freedom to choose outfits without the stress of impressing a partner.
Baby girl, if you want to become more attractive, then you have to, like a mastermind, be so completely obsessed with yourself. Because I haven't met a single person who isn't obsessed with themselves.
As she quipped about her wardrobe, she created a sense of community among her viewers, suggesting that they too could find strength and independence through self-acceptance.
You know why I love being single? And you know why? It's because I don't have to worry about what to wear to meet my boyfriend's parents. Because you know what my problem is? Take a long hard look. Tell me what the problem is. That's right, all my clothes end with less. They are either tummyless, sleeveless, shoulderless, or backless. I'm Jasmine. It's so nice to finally meet you.
During this phase, her fun and lively delivery connected deeply with her audience. But this energetic confidence was less about empowerment and more about maintaining an image that would ultimately frame her career. As Jasmine's popularity surged, so did scrutiny of her content. Subscribers who once hailed her as a beacon of empowerment began to notice contradictions in her messaging.
Baby girl, listen up. Marry a man who loves you more than you love him. Like, if you meet the type of man who makes your heart beat faster, gives you butterflies, makes you all giddy and excited, walk the fuck away from that man. He is not the man for you.
High energy delivery morphed from genuine enthusiasm into an over-the-top performance that some began to find grating. Discussions on social media platforms began circulating about her exaggerated speech patterns. Viewers noted that her once relatable phrases had morphed into echoes created merely for dramatic emphasis. Criticism escalated when her brand shifted from genuine empowerment to tearing others down. The first significant controversy arose around what has since been dubbed the Pinterest lie. Jasmine orchestrated a social experiment where she instructed her 12-year-old sister to search for ugly girls on Pinterest. She claimed the lack of results was damning evidence that society disregarded the existence of ugly women.
June, did you know
What?
that Pinterest is a girl's girl?
What do you mean?
No, really. Here, open Pinterest and then search ugly girls. What does it say?
Oh my god, we couldn't find any pins?
For ugly girls, there's no results for ugly girls. That is so
Oh my
cool.
God.
When she directed her sister to search for ugly boys, however, an avalanche of results appeared. Jasmine dramatically held this as proof of a societal bias against males.
Now open Pinterest again
Okay.
and then search for ugly boys.
Oh my god.
There's actual results. There's actual ugly boys
actual
results. So yeah.
The internet, however, is always skeptical and quick to call out discrepancies. Viewers began investigating Jasmine's claims, only to discover that neither search yielded results because Pinterest's algorithm is designed to filter out derogatory terms and content. Jasmine had manually created a board titled Ugly Boys to fabricate her evidence, leaving her credibility in tatters. When this deceit came to light, the backlash was swift, exposing Jasmine's contradictions. If she was prepared to fabricate evidence to promote her agenda, many wondered, what else was she lying about? The fallout from the Pinterest incident marked a significant turning point in Jasmine's career. While she enjoyed a loyal fan base, many began to distance themselves from her following the exposure of her dishonesty. Critics and onlookers were more cynical about her intentions and self-proclaimed authenticity, but the controversies did not end there. Jasmine's next public stumbles would highlight further issues with her messaging. For instance, she made headlines for age shaming a 21-year-old woman in a Pilates class, mocking her for looking too old given her young age. Jasmine's condescending remarks, suggesting that the woman looked more like a responsible mother than a young adult, drew immediate condemnation. After all, a central tenet of Jasmine's brand was promoting self-love and acceptance, which made this public mockery all the more hypocritical.
I was feeling sociable, right? So I poked her and I was like, oh my god, you awet muda banget. And she was like, bitch, what are you talking about? I'm 21. At that point, I wanted to unalive myself because, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Girly pop. She's still in school. She's 21. Why does she look like a mother of two who responsibly files her goddamn taxes every year?
This distasteful incident led to further criticism regarding Jasmine's influence on her younger sister, June. Initially portrayed as an endearing sibling relationship, Jasmine's treatment of June began to raise eyebrows. Jasmine often portrayed feminine roles as inherently valuable while pushing narratives that questioned the worth of boys and men. For example, she encouraged June to ignore boys entirely, framing them as
Tris again?
distractions that would
Okay.
detract from her pursuits. Instead of fostering healthy relationships and teaching her sister valuable lessons on interaction and respect, Jasmine's rhetoric implied that boys were nothing more than potential antagonists to a young girl's ambitions. In videos where both sisters appear, Jasmine frequently emphasizes that June should focus on her own personal growth rather than on superficial relationships. This idea, while rooted in positive intent, became increasingly problematic as it painted a one dimensional and negative portrait of male interaction.
Girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Slay.
Accusations of hypocrisy continued as viewers caught Jasmine using a face slimming filter on June for a video, an act that completely contradicted her mantra about loving oneself as one is. How could she promote body positivity while deeming it acceptable to alter her sister's appearance for societal expectations? Jasmine's insistence on maintaining an image of empowerment began to unravel. Critics pointed out that if even a young child was subjected to such standards, what message were they sending about self acceptance? Jasmine's decision to employ beauty filters undermined her credibility and prompted viewers to question her true stance on the pressures that young women face concerning their self image. As Jasmine continued to attract critics, her commitment to self love came into further question when she publicized her own use of Botox at just 25 years old. Her explanation, framed as a move to maintain her youthful appearance, felt hollow to many who had been following her journey. After repeatedly insisting that self acceptance is key, opting for invasive beauty procedures contradicted her entire narrative. Moreover, when she mocked a stranger's appearance in a Pilates class, that 21-year-old woman who looked like a mother, it became clear that Jasmine's version of self love was riddled with contradictions. When she then promoted retinol products to combat aging, many believed she was capitalizing on her earlier misstep rather than addressing it openly and honestly. As the backlash mounted, Jasmine's responses were less than satisfactory. Rather than apologize or take accountability for her actions, she often dismissed criticism under the belief that detractors simply lacked good taste. The tone taken in these responses served alienation rather than reconciliation, and the impact of her content continued to dwindle. For followers who had initially invested in Jasmine's self love ideology, it became clear that her principles only applied selectively. Those who were willing to invest in her content, who looked to her as a figure of empowerment, were disillusioned when they realized that she did not follow the very wisdom she professed. Over time, her subscriber count plummeted, and her videos transitioned from millions of views to mere thousands. Jasmine Tan's story serves as a cautionary tale of the rapid rise and fall of an influencer who built a brand on self love but became entangled in her contradictions. Her initial enthusiasm for empowerment was quickly overshadowed by hypocrisy and disingenuous behavior that ultimately cost her the trust of her audience. Empowerment should fundamentally promote kindness, authenticity, and understanding, both of oneself and others. Jasmine's downfall serves as a reminder that building a digital brand rooted in superficial beauty and contradictory ideals eventually leads to disillusionment. So the question remains, can true empowerment exist when one is consistently undermining and critiquing others? For Jasmine Tan, the answer seems clear. Authenticity is the bedrock of any reputable brand, and once that foundation crumbles, the structure fails and it becomes impossible to reestablish credibility. Ultimately, viewers are left to ponder how they define self love, the measures they take to reinforce it, and how they interact with the narratives broadcasted by influencers. In a digital era overflowing with self-help rhetoric, authenticity will always reign supreme. Jasmine's story serves as a potent reminder to all who enter the world of online influence. Authenticity is paramount.